Okay, so welcome back. We're on to our fourth pattern, and guys, we might pick up the momentum a little bit here because, as I said, the loop we're using so far is the same loop that we did in task number 1. And I'm going to reiterate, if you haven't viewed task number 1, please do so. It's under this playlist. It's called Right Angle Triangle because it does break down the loop quite a bit so that we could continue to solve more patterns and to do more complex patterns. Let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to declare an integer variable called num. And our favorite number is 7, so let's use 7. Now let us create the first loop for the rows. We're going to create the second loop for the columns, and then we're going to logically figure out how this needs to be printed. Okay, so we have our columns, we have our rows. Let's do a print statement. And remember, this is a print statement, not a print ln. And then we do a print ln. So this is the shell, this is the template for this loop. Now let's think about this for a moment. If you go back to our right angle loop, it started from 1 and it ended at num. Okay, so because this loop is inverted, we're going to start it at num, and then we're going to say it is greater than and equal to 1, because as you could see, it ends at 1, and then we're going to do a decrement here. Now j is equal to 1, j is less than and equal to I. As usual, the j loop doesn't change, and we are going to print the j loop again because, like I said in my last video, what changes? The column number changes. Okay, let's print that and see if that is what prints out. And there you go. That is it. That's all we had to do. Okay, all we had to do is change this single line number 7, the first loop, to start from the end to the beginning, and the rest of the code remained the same. Thank you guys so much for joining, and I'll catch you in the next code. And for number 5, we are going to print this lovely pattern here. All right, that is it. Happy testing, and I hope you guys join me for the next pattern. We're going to go from number 1 to number 60, so stay tuned with me, and happy testing.